Namaste, and welcome to MedTEAtation Monday. It's me, Queen Hadassah. That's me, yes. And we are ready for some tea. Tonight I'm drinking a turmeric. It's organic. I think I've been led to use turmeric more for whatever reason at this time. Probably just to get it out, because I've been hearing a lot of things that I come across saying that too much turmeric is not good for you. But today, since it's been out or absent from my system for so long, I decided to go ahead and incorporate it in my diet today in my tea. And also, I've got dinner cooking in the oven, which I infused with turmeric as well. So I definitely think that we're gonna have a turmeric kind of day tomorrow, that is. Today was amazing. I definitely want to take this time to just be at peace and at awe with the Lord's mercy and grace. Cheers to that. I want to thank a lovely person for buying me the most amazing roses. I mean, they're so beautiful. Every day I wake up and I smell the roses. Such a lovely thing to do, I tell you. Do you ever wake up and smell the roses? Well, I hope you do. So my message for you today is, there is pleasure in the pathless woods, by Lord Byron. I'm pretty sure I've read this one before, as I'm drinking my traditional medicinal tea. I'm motivated and inspired to first just take a sip, but my gosh, it's hot. I always like my tea's really, really hot, even though I know I just flinched a little bit, but I do like them really, really hot. And if it's not like super duper hot, I'm grateful if it's still warm, you know? Super grateful. So, I went on a walk today, right after my workout. And my workout was amazing, but my walk after was really what brought it all home for me. I think I was able to find peace and serenity in walking around with my staff and my rod and my protection, and just, embracing every aspect of life around me. From the people that were out there, the children playing basketball, or people just sitting on a bench, or, walking by as well. I really, really, really enjoyed just being in that moment of serenity. And it made me want to just connect with you all tonight on a more spiritual level. So I have my Bible already tuned into Exodus chapter 17. It's called Water from the Rock. There's another section down there. It's like a two-part section in this book. It's the other section is the Amalekites defeated. So I want to read it and primarily focus on the water from the rock first, because that's what we're going to be meditating on, and just really loosening up our mind and our bodies and our spirit to just become one with the water and the wind and every sound that's available to you that you hear. So the water from the rock, Exodus chapter 17. The whole Israelite community set out from the desert of Sin, traveling from place to place as the Lord commanded. They camped at Rephidim, but there was no water for the people to drink. So they quarreled with Moses and said, "Give us water to drink." Moses replied, "Why do you quarrel with me? Why do you put the Lord to test?" But the people were thirsty for water there, and they grumbled against Moses. They said, "Why did you bring us up out of Egypt to make us and our children and livestock die of thirst?" Then Moses cried out to the Lord, "What am I to do with these people? They are almost ready to stone me." The Lord answered Moses, "Go out in front of the people. Take with you some of the elders of Israel and take in your hand the staff with which you struck the Nile and go. I will stand there before you by the rock at Horeb. Strike the rock, and water will come out of it for the people to drink." So Moses did this in the sight of the elders of Israel, and he called the place Masseh and Meribah, because the Israelites quarreled and because they tested the Lord, saying, "Is the Lord among us or not?" Sorry guys, had to go check on my dinner. So the second part of that chapter is the second part of that chapter is the Amalekites defeated. Now the Amalekites came and attacked the Israelites at Rephidim. Moses said to Joshua, "Choose some of our men and go out to fight the Amalekites. Tomorrow I will stand on top of the hill with the staff of God in my hands." So Joshua fought the Amalekites as Moses had ordered, and Moses, Aaron, and Hur went to the top of the hill. As long as Moses held up his hands, the Israelites were winning. But whenever he lowered his hands, the Amalekites were winning. When Moses' hands grew tired, they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat on it. Aaron and Hur held his hands up, one on one side, one on the other, so that his hands remained steady till sunset. So Joshua overcame the Amalekite army with the sword. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Write this on a scroll as something to be remembered, and make sure that Joshua hears it, because I will completely blot out the name of Amalek from under heaven." Moses built an altar and called it, "The Lord is my banner." He said, because hands were lifted up against the throne of the Lord will be at war against the Amalekites from generation to generation. And that's just how it goes. Why do you test God? Why do you challenge him or his chosen ones? Why not instead take the pathless woods and find pleasure there? I don't know why, but some of you are under attack from an enemy that isn't even yours to fight. It's a battle that isn't even yours to fight. Your spirit's under attack. And because your spirit is under attack, somehow your mind just won't let it go. Somehow your mind just won't release exactly what needs to be released in order for you to successfully move on. It's time to let go. It's time to let go. In order to take the pathless woods and be able to actually find pleasure in those things that you'll find when you get there, you must take life day by day. And most importantly, be grateful for the little things. Don't get caught up in what you can't control. Accept it and make the best of it. Because that's how you're going to really step into your power. Better knowing and a better sense of self. From then you'll be able to grow and glow. So Who's ready to grow and glow? I know I am. And I'm ready for this dinner of mine tonight. Hey, I told you, that dinner I'm cooking is for tomorrow. All right, beautiful people. If this is your first time meditating with me, it's very simple. This practice, I'm going to talk to you a little differently though. So bear with me as we meditate with the sound of my voice. All right, here we go. Listen as I navigate you along the proper procedures of meditation and how we begin as we meditate together as one. Okay? Good evening. Let's get into a comfortable seated position. Arms on the laps. Eyes closed. I want to welcome you to MedTEAtation Monday. Let's start by focusing on the breath. Breathing in through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. And we're going to focus on that throughout this meditation. So definitely start by being calm. Breathing in, breathing out. Don't you let those thoughts take over. Shake it off. Don't you think about anything that happened today. It's time to let it go. Release it in love. I want to tell you how wonderful you are today and every day. Find a place of serenity. At this time, I invite you to stretch it out. Move about if you like. Find ways to become more comfortable. Maybe you feel a kink here or a kink there. That's all right. Stretch it out. But remember to focus your attention on your breath. Deep inhale through the nostrils. Smooth exhale through the mouth. You're doing great. Don't worry. It's just me and you. You and I right here. At this time, I want you to remember that the practice of meditation is to definitely invite your highest self to meet you in the present moment. Activate control over your mind, body, and spirit simply with the breath. As you breathe and as you let those thoughts pass, focusing your attention on the breath whenever you get distracted or lose sight of your goals during this meditation. Just remember how important the breathing process is. In breathing, I can clear my mind and focus on finding the water. Water for rejuvenation and cleansing. Water for filling my cup when it's empty. Water to figure out what it is God has blessed you on this earth to do. Just like Moses, when he didn't know how to help the people, he cried out to God for help. So in this time, if you're feeling like you need assistance or guidance or more direction or focus in your life at this time, I invite you to call on the Lord during this meditation. Because here we meditate in spirit, with the Spirit. We invite the Holy Spirit into this holy place as we take one breath at a time. Slowly breathing in through our nose and releasing what no longer serves us through the exhale of the breath. Breathing in through the nose and out of the mouth. It's okay if you lose focus sometimes. That's what it's all about. Gaining more direction in your life, trusting in the Lord to remove what no longer serves you. I invite clarity in your life at this time. I invite a stillness of the mind, a calmness, a peace and serenity that you probably haven't seen in a while. I invite those things back into your life at this time. Where do you go when you're in need of help? Me? I go to the rock. I'm ready to strike. I'm ready to hit gold and let that water flow, flow, flow. Doesn't that just feel so nice? The flowing of water invites a feeling of life and liveliness in my life. The passing of the waves and the sound of the water, I can just hear it trickling with every passing breath. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Relaying that sense of reliability on the spirit where it should be. Taking the weight off of my shoulders and finding a sense of calmness that I didn't have before. Allowing the day's stress and anxiety to fall off by the wayside as I take a dip in the water that surrounds me. The coolness of it all. I invite you to embrace the feelings of being clean and whole again. Finding oneness with self. Oh, that feels so lovely. So nice. I hope you enjoy thinking of the times where you're just cradled in the boat that is God's hands. Just stay right there and find a sense of peace as you travel through the motions of the ocean, swaying back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Just feels so nice to wade in that water. I ask at this time that you release all that no longer serves you and your higher good, your greater purpose on this earth and in the next. I ask that you find a piece of comfort in knowing that you've placed your life in the hands of the Lord, and He will guide you to the strength that you need, to the peace that you need, to the clarity that you need. Whatever it is that you seek, you shall find it by trusting in the Lord. And when He gives you instructions, learn to listen. There is a sense of peace in knowing that your life is in the hands of someone much greater than you, when you can't always make the best decisions for yourself because you lack the foundation for what you even want in your next phase of your life. And so as we take the path less traveled by, as we travel into the pathless woods, we create a path of our own to embark on. A journey that we maintain with the Lord at the head of our life. A journey that only is meant for us. No one else can take this journey but us. And so I invite you to recognize your power as you strike that rock and the well of water is released for you to fill your cup all the way up. I invite you to notice the overflow of abundance that God has left for you and your people. There is enough for you and others. So at this time, I hope that you have found the peace in knowing that your life is in the hands of someone greater. And all you need to do is trust the instructions that are given to you. And sometimes that requires you to take a path that others aren't traveling, and that's okay. So as you take your final breaths in and out, I encourage you to feel sustained in this moment and remain in gratitude of the overwhelming abundance that is about to enter into your life. I encourage you to travel fearlessly into this next stage of your life. No matter where this journey, where this road may take you, know that you are covered, you are guided, and as long as you remain in instruction, you are abundant. I pray that you will live in the overflow after you find yourself on the rock. As you breathe in through the nose, and out of the mouth. One more time, in through the nose. And out of the mouth. I pray for clarity over your life, direction and focus over your life, strength and acknowledgement of the power of the Lord over your life. Your enemies have no place over you. There is a stronghold that is yours, and all you have to do is tap in. Tap in to your spirituality. Tap into your gifts. They may be hidden from you right now, but I want you to go ahead and tap in as you find your place on the rock with your cup in hand, ready to embrace the overflow. At this time, I want to go ahead and remain in stillness as we take our final breaths, final breaths, final breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth, releasing what no longer serves our higher purpose. Breathing in God's abundance. Breathing out negativity, what no longer serves our greater purpose. You are meant for greater. And those who seek your guidance will know that your strength and guidance comes from the Lord, and you will lead in a very mighty way. I invite you to take your final breath in and out. Namaste.